What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Daddy Jeep Garage YouTube channel. We are in Conneaut, Ohio today for the Chaos and Conneaut event hosted by our friend Haley Rose. A couple of her rigs back there. We're gonna have a great time today. The weather is absolutely perfect. Hopefully we get a good turnout. If you're not familiar with Black Rock Adventure Park, it's primarily a mud park. They do have some trails. I'm actually see my Onyx hoodie here. I'm actually gonna be doing some mapping today. I did get accepted into the Onyx Trail Guide program, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some mapping, figure out the rest of it later, but we're gonna do some of that today as well. And then later we're gonna be on the burnout pad with some burnout tires on Daddy Jeep, seeing what we can do to make a smoke show. We are getting it underway now. We are about to drag race. So I got Jeremy over there in his 360 powered YJ against my 350 powered YJ. We're gonna do this drag race. I think it's 300 feet. This is not a drag racing Jeep, but we're gonna see what it'll do. Trying this one more time in two-wheel drive. All right, out here in the show and shine area, we got some trucks out here. It's doing all right. We got our friends over at Vengeance Industries over here peddling some LEDs, and got his big Super Duty Sans front drive shaft. We got some cool stuff. We got a little Manga Civic. Got a pretty badass Camaro over here that we're gonna see on the burnout pit a little bit later. Got the NWO Showdown, guys. His Dodge, oh wait a minute, it's over there in the pad getting some photo shoots. So we got some cool rigs here. That Cummins swapped old OBS Chevy's pretty sweet. I can get it out of here. On the burnout pad with Haley in the old 72, getting her done. Oh yeah, now we're getting serious. We're doing the golf cart burnout now.
It even has the hazard charges.
There you go, there you go.
There you go.
They got the big deck out, taking some groups through the big mud. Saturday is winding down, so it is time for the bonfire. We got a few people still hanging around, enjoying some company, having some adult beverages, and warming up by the fire. All right, Brad out here for one more. part of the park, but it's actually kind of cool for us because we get some stuff to climb on. It's not just mud here. By the time this video comes out, this might not even be here anymore. So we're back out on the trails doing this new trail that I haven't named yet. We'll come up with something cool and golf themed because this property used to be a golf course. But of course we got Haley out riding with us. She's got her war paint on. She's ready to throw down. So we're gonna get it done. Jeremy resorting to the winch to get him up out of here. I'll be doing the same here in just a minute.
Immediately made it worse.
I was thinking that the bar that goes down beside your hitch mount there. That one that goes up and down, or yeah, that'll work. No. No, the one that goes up and down. Yeah, right there.
Lost his shoe.
Got people out here in our sneakers.
All right, so we figured out why this thing isn't going forward anymore. So he lost an axle shaft in here. It's gonna make it a little less capable, that's for sure. All right, Jeremy on rope this time. We're just getting him off the trail here. Here we are in the no good deed goes unpunished category, where we're helping these guys out, and Jeremy slid off into the abyss, and I really wish I would have got video because it was so cool to watch him just slide sideways down into the water. Heard that bubbling noise underneath the water, and that was the tire that used to be, or the air that used to be in this tire. And then that popping noise you might have heard, the weld failing on this tie rod. So we've got a ratchet strap in there. We have another tire coming. We'll try to lift this thing out of here. Here comes a rescue party. We got the attack dog, we got the off-road golf cart, and we got another tire. All right, so we made it back home from the weekend at Chaos for Conneaut at Black Rock Adventure Park. And if you haven't been to Black Rock before, you should probably go check it out. I know it's basically a mud park. There's a ton there that is mud-based. There are some trails. You don't have to go through the deep stuff, but it's kind of hard to stay around it. I talked with the owners. We're maybe working on some different stuff in the future. Maybe coming up with some more rocks, more off-camber stuff. Who knows what the future may bring for Black Rock, but we had a blast. The people there were great. Haley from Mud for Makeup, she was great, all her friends. We had a great time. We have a disgusting Jeep to take care of now, so I guess it's time to unload this thing and get to cleaning. I guess this is what happens when you wash out the inside of your Jeep. You get your bath toys swimming around.